Oh, boyfriend Fluff.
Fluffs.
Fluffs.
I can't fucking talk.
Hey, my dudes.
You keep doing the intro. I've broken myself.
Okay, I wanted to play Will You Press the Button, and since I've been doing recordings with you, like, the last couple of days, I thought, like, might as well record it, since it's literally just gonna be us talking anyway.
Yeah, this is the unofficial podcast of us just talking about things we like / are passionate about, I guess.
Hey, you guys keep telling me that I should start a podcast, and that's never gonna happen by myself, so...
Yeah, so
So now I will use your channel.
You'll use my channel as the stepping point for your podcast.
Yes.
Wonderful. So yeah, I'm sure if any of you have been on the internet any length of time, you will know what Will You Press the Button is.
Maybe not. This was popular back in like 2016 to 2018
yeah,
days.
fair. This is like kind of
So if you're
ages ago.
Yeah, so if you're like a little bit younger, probably not.
Okay, yeah, well, concept is fairly simple. You are given a prompt. In this case, you survive the zombie apocalypse, but every thing basically comes with a caveat, which is a negative, a con against the pro.
Yeah.
So yeah, for example, as I said, our current prompt in front of us, you survive the zombie apocalypse, however, you are the only survivor. So you get to decide, do you want to survive the zombie apocalypse? I think the implication there is that you die if you don't press the button.
Yeah, I'm assuming the zombie apocalypse just takes out the entire Earth.
Or, you're just one of the casualties, right?
Maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna go with I will not.
Yeah, no, because, this implies that you'd be the only human left?
Yeah, you're the only survivor. Not the only survivor that you know.
The only survivor.
That is horrible. I will not, I think...
No, my survivor's guild could fucking never, fam.
No. Well, the other thing is, I would lose you and all my friends, so no.
Yeah, no, I will not. That's more phone? Shut up.
Yeah.
That's more people that said that they would press the button than I, thought there'd be.
Yeah, I do think it's the weird, people want to be alone, they want to, they want some space, but they don't really consider the fact that they're going to be alone forever.
Yeah.
Right? Anyway.
Yeah. Next. You can control a mind, but it's only your mind. That's just removing ADHD.
Yeah. I mean...
This recording is scuffed.
It's okay. I'm gonna go with yeah, of course.
I mean, yeah.
There's no downside.
No. That's weird to me that there's 33% that don't. I think it's they would want it to be an actual power.
Yeah.
Or so they're there's no use, I can already do that.
Yeah.
I think if you have ADHD or you have motivation issues, then that shit's perfect.
You can basically turn yourself into a sin, right? Where you can just tell yourself to do stuff and you
I love the comment is correct. Fucking Jesus. You know how powerful it could be to actually get myself to do things that I don't want to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
I really should have closed some of my apps before we started recording, huh?
That's okay.
Next. You will get every champion and skin in the game League of Legends, but you have to play Teemo at least twice after every victory. You could not pay me to play League.
I don't want to play League in general, so I will not.
No. I mean, fair.
I do think, kind of going back on my own thing, but I think that get every champion and every skin in League of Legends, and then sell your account.
Yeah. Yeah. Make bank.
Yes.
Next. You can run as fast as the Flash. You can never walk, you have to run. No, that sounds awful.
You can go back in time, which that is... No.
Here's the thing. It says you can run as fast as Flash. That doesn't imply that you can run or you can have the other stuff that comes with it. You just have that running speed.
I think the implication is that you have the powers of Flash.
Regardless, I wouldn't
I
want
will
to.
not. I don't like the idea that I have that level of influence around
No,
the world.
here's my thing. I trip and die just existing now. Could you imagine how many injuries I would have if I could run as fast as the Flash?
Yeah, I also don't want to eat like 7,000 cheeseburgers every day.
No, no thanks. I will not. I'm good. That's closer than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I also kind of thought that yes would win out, but sure.
That's
Next.
alright.
You grow 3 inches, but you lose 10 IQ.
I would want to. That's 3 inches in height.
Yeah. Well, yeah, yes.
I don't know.
I just say yes. I have a 3-inch dick now.
No. I mean, I would love the reverse.
What, shrinking?
I'm 6'2". I'd be okay with being 5'11" and like be 10 IQ points smarter. That'd be cool.
Here's the thing. I can't. This would be like kind of great because then we're more the same height. Like I'm 5'6". But like I already make so many dumb choices every day. I need the IQ points.
I don't think it's an IQ issue.
Yeah, but I'm not risking it.
No.
What if it is?
I also don't want to be 6'5".
No, that feels excessive.
That's like uncomfortably tall.
Yeah,
so
that
I will not.
That's excessive. It's okay. I'm good. I expected that.
Yeah.
You get a shiny new phone that if you want it for a while, but you can't download anything on it. Hell no.
I mean, dude. Okay.
Yes.
No, I'm a techie, so like I want to use my phone, like exploit it and do whatever the hell I want on it. But the interesting thing to me there is that the vast majority of things that people use, so like TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, they're usually pre-installed on phones nowadays. So I will not, but I think most people are still going to say I will not, but I think most people could actually get away with never downloading anything.
I think it depends on the person you are, right? So like they're like I think if you have like iPhones, it might be different. But like we live in South Africa, we have like Android phones because like iPhones are just so fucking expensive here. A lot of the stuff that you and I use on a habitual basis, like I don't think came stock with our phones.
WhatsApp, YouTube, and Facebook, yeah, they all did. That's like
WhatsApp doesn't.
On most phones it does, but
here's the other
on
problem.
iPhone it's even worse, right? Like on iPhone it comes pre-installed with basically nothing at all.
Yeah.
It's only iOS and then the iOS apps itself. So I think most people are still going to say no.
Yeah, my bigger problem is that like WhatsApp updates.
I think
and if you don't update WhatsApp, it dies.
I think the implication is that you can still like receive updates. You just can't download any pictures or media or apps.
I don't know, but even that wouldn't work. I saved so much shit off Reddit, man.
I will not. Yeah, that's what I expected.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of a free phone, so I mean,
fair, but I don't. I think the implication is that you have to use it. I don't think you get the phone and then get to sell it.
I wouldn't sell it, but like I said, I'm a techie. I would use it as like a burner.
Yeah.
Like to do random shit.
Yeah, but I think the implication might be that you have to use that phone either way. Like,
doesn't matter.
You can live in any fictional world, but you will die how the main enemy dies.
Okay, we have to decide. Okay, we have to decide, like
which fantasy world,
which fictional world, and it must be one where the main enemy, like the main
villain actually dies.
You can't do what that one did, where like the main villain doesn't die.
Right? That one being he's pointing towards like my other monitor that has a screenshot from Disney Dreamlight Valley on it. By the way,
no, I'm talking about the comments. They're talking about SpongeBob.
Oh, I thought you were pointing there.
No, the main villain is Plankton, and Plankton never dies. I don't think that's fair, right? That defeats the question.
Yeah, it defeats the purpose.
Yes. So I would say
I'm like drawing a blank. I have so many fictional things, and I'm drawing a blank on like all of them.
Does Saruman die?
Saruman, yes.
How?
He's stabbed in the back by like what the fuck is his name? Wormtongue, excuse me. I almost said Wormtail, but that's Harry Potter.
I would be okay with it, assuming that I don't have to be, like, actually evil, right? You get to live, like, in the Shire with the hobbits, and then you get stabbed and die. Like, you die how the main villain dies, but I don't think it's, like, you have to be the bad guy.
Here's the thing, I think the main villain would be Sauron, where you spend a few years as a disembodied, like, shell of yourself, and then spontaneously combust.
Sauron's not a villain in my mind. He's just this ethos of evil.
This plot contrivance.
He's just kind of a black cloud. Like, Saruman's supposed to read as the bad guy.
Yeah, Saruman's the most intimate bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I read it as, like, Saruman. I would be okay with, like, living to 840 or whatever well, probably way older than that. And then dying. I'd be cool with that.
Yeah.
So I would.
I mean, yeah, sure. Sure. The problem is all of the fictional worlds that I can think of that I would, like, want to be in, either, like, they're either not finished, so, like, the Reckless series by Cornelia Funk, or, like, sure, Yuki doesn't really have a bad guy that dies, like,
yeah.
Frostfire's bad guy gets, like, imprisoned, not, like, killed.
I
can't think of any of my favorite games off the top of my head right now. Well, I mean, Turnip Boy's, like, villain gets turned into God and then exploded.
There's not a lot of fictional worlds that you would want to live in, really.
Not really.
Because they're all kind of terrible because they have to be to make the plot happen. So,
well, yeah, that's why I say even, like, ones of my childhood, right? Like, I was a big Warrior fan, like, Warrior Cats girly. Even then, like, there are a majority of villains, but I would not want to live in that world because it sounds like it would suck.
Yeah.
Next. Adult life becomes simple, but forever consider suicide, possibly committing it.
Okay.
So basically, your life becomes simple, but you're just constantly depressed?
So, live a complicated life and have the potential to be happy, aka now.
Yeah.
Or be depressed all the time. No.
Yeah, no. I'm good. I'm good. I think I'm good. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You get a new computer that scans your face, meaning only you can access your history and tabs. But if you type the word sad on the computer, you'll be arrested on the spot, even if you only press the keys in a sequence. No?
No.
We're gamers. Like, WASD, fam.
Yeah, you can never use WASD ever again.
No, I'm fucking good. Also, I write for a living. Like,
you're gonna have to commit a sin, which is using the arrow keys to play video
Oh
games.
God, no,
Yeah, no.
Also, what if my characters are sad?
Fuck knows.
It's that look when you have to write like a fucking college essay and you're just like thesaurus.com.
Yeah, the other thing as well is it's not that fucking hard to just use incognito if you, like, have weird history on your fucking thing.
Yeah, that's the thing to me, right? If you have your own personal computer, just, like, either make yourself a, like, separate user.
Yeah.
Or just, like, if, like, us, we each have our own PC and, like, no one touches our shit, then it's fine. You get to travel to any fictional universes however long as you please and can return to Earth and travel to a different universe. But you can only travel with one other human of your choice and you can only interact with each other on Earth for the rest of your lives.
I'd be down.
Yeah, this just implies we take holidays in other universes.
Yeah, but when you return to Earth, you can only interact with your partner or whoever you took with you.
Oh, I see. See,
so it's not quite the same thing as what I'm picturing, but I immediately went to, like, the ending of Futurama.
Yeah.
Where, like, life basically stops happening and they spend their entire life being happy. I mean, I'm still down.
Yeah, I think that it's difficult for me, right? Because, like, I'm incredibly attached to my mom.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd be willing.
I would be willing to do that.
I'd be willing. Mine's like a soft willing, but
yeah.
Mostly because we also have friends that are like family to us, and that would suck.
It would suck, but yeah.
You are the most beautiful guy or girl in the world, but you'll never see your mother again. No?
I don't want to be the most beautiful
No.
person.
No.
Like, being the most beautiful person in the world, like, alone would suck.
Well, I don't.
Because you're constantly gonna be like stopped, and people are gonna like want to interact with you.
Ask for
and,
your number.
ask for your number, or offer you like a modeling gig, or like whatever the fuck. And if you're not down for that, you're not down for that. So I'm gonna say I will not.
No thanks.
It's not the mom thing. The mom with me. Yeah.
You're a wizard, but Voldemort is back.
So the plot of
Harry Potter.
No, because then I can never interact with technology ever again.
Yeah, because technology's like allergic to magic.
It's also allergic to you, even if you don't use it.
Yeah.
Right, like
Yeah.
other people around you stop being able to use technology because you exist.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, I also just kind of don't want to live the plot of Harry Potter.
No.
Hot take, the Potterheads are gonna come for me. There are better fucking fantasy worlds to live in, fam.
I agree. So no.
I'm good. You get to be the funniest person alive, but you have to eat a block of cheese with any meal. This is just kind of what your idea. You fucking love cheese.
I do love cheese. How big a block of cheese we talking?
I don't know.
Supermarket mini brick?
I don't
Not like the
know.
700 gram big ones, I would imagine, because that would like destroy you.
Yeah, you die. I don't know how big the block of cheese has to be.
I would say like enough to make like 5 grilled cheese sandwiches.
Possibly.
So like a 250
Yeah, it has
gram
it has
block.
to actually seem like a downside. So I'm assuming it's
Yeah.
like slightly uncomfortable amount of cheese.
Yeah, like enough to put you back asleep after you wake up and you want a midnight snack.
Yeah.
But you have to do it with every meal. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm down.
My problem here is I'm lactose intolerant. This would kill me.
I'm not. So
I'll give you the button.
I do it. Yeah.
Next. You have the cure to a pandemic, but the cure has to be obtained from the person you love most, and the process will kill them. No, I'm good, man.
No.
So someone else will figure it out for me. It's good.
Yeah. No. It's also not like any single person's responsibility.
No.
Like, and even if it was, right, like I have to, it's not me giving up my own life, it's me taking my, like, it would be you for me, right?
Yeah, same.
And like, that's not your burden to bear. So
Yeah, that's the thing, right? If it was like the cure has to be obtained from like you and the process will kill them, I think our answer would be very different. But I think that that's the thing that fucks us up most in video games, right? Is when you have to sacrifice, like, so like in Spider-Man, when you have to make, like, when he can't not make the choice to sacrifice Aunt May.
Well, that's the thing there, is Aunt May wants to. She tells him, you know what you have to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, no.
Have sex with any woman you like, but you can't orgasm. No?
No.
No?
I'm good.
Asexual laughter in the distance.
Hell yeah.
You become an immortal vampire and have your own castle, as well as a completely and utterly loyal werewolf butler, and your stuffed animals become sentient and will do anything you say, but you cannot physically interact with mortals. You can talk to them, however, but you cannot touch, fight, or hug them. You can get your new familiars too, however. Also, boredom becomes much easier to come across.
No.
Who put in their, like, fan fiction?
That does feel like some...
This feels like some story.
Yeah. I will not.
I'm good, thanks.
That feels like one of the prompts from like those writing prompt websites.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I'm good.
But yeah, also I hate the phrasing, how they phrase this, where it's like, also boredom becomes much easier to come across. Just say that you get bored easy, man.
Yeah.
You are super popular with all people and everyone loves you, but all animals hate you and try to attack you. No!
No, I also don't want everyone to love me.
No. This is a non-issue. Like this is No.
I'm the reverse. Like, being super popular with old people and everyone loves you, like, that just sucks.
Yeah.
Right? So, no.
Yeah. We also are, like, super cat parenty, man. We
Yeah.
have, like, a bunch of fluffles.
Yeah, there's 4 cats living in this house, and
And
like,
one at my house, like my mom's house, yeah.
yes, and nah.
I'm Gucci.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber gets arrested in North Korea, but so does your favorite singer. I mean, did he actually do something wrong?
If he did something wrong, maybe, but
Just getting him arrested for getting arrested's sake, I think not.
he gets arrested, but then what, right? And my favorite singer is Madeline May. She barely has any following at all, and she's like a 24-year-old, 25-year-old, something like that. Nah, like, I'm not gonna do that to a random person. Fuck that.
No, I'm good. I think my favorite singer at the time might be like Citizen Soldier.
Yeah.
And I don't want to put them in jail for nothing either.
So specifically the lead singer, I guess. But yeah.
I don't know. I think it would take the entire group. You gain the ability of mind control, but the people you control will be aware that you took control of them and will react to what you did to them while under the effect. I don't want to gain the ability of mind control, period.
I would be down for it, specifically only for the 1 or 2 situations in my life where I need someone to move right now to get out of danger, and then never ever use it. So I would press the button.
I would use this purely to be like, tell me that you, like, if you really hate me or not.
Oh, just to get, like, objectively correct answers.
Yeah, basically.
It would be a fun prank.
Basically a truth serum.
Yeah, it would also be a fun prank to pull on your friends. You have to, like, people that you trust very much.
Yeah.
And trust you.
That's fine.
Yeah, I agree. That would be fucking hilarious. I absolutely agree. That's great.
You just use it to get good habits into me and JJ.
Yeah.
Like, love yourself.
God damn you.
Have the greatest friends you've ever wanted, but you have no friends all through your school years. This is just my childhood.
Yeah, I have like 1 or 2 friends at any given time, but like I have you and JJ as like the greatest friends that I've ever wanted now. Like, I'm happy, dude, so no.
Well, that's my point. This is already, like, my existence. And, like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that I had no friends, but I definitely didn't have, like, any close friends or any people that, like, were ride or die for me.
I did, and they were cool.
Yeah, so, like, this is just kind of now.
You can go ahead.
I'll press the button.
Yeah.
This is some negative or some positive?
Yeah.
Some neutral?
Yeah.
You receive $1 billion, but you will never meet your soulmate.
I refuse.
No. How would that work for us? Just
I'm
a
assuming
reverse time.
I'm assuming that it like transports you to a universe where like you and I never met.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
No.
I'm good, thanks. 50% chance of any superpower, but 50% chance of living forever paralyzed. I'm good, thanks.
No, I don't want superpowers to be real.
No, I also just ain't taking that chance, man.
No.
No.
I feel like JJ would. Just to flip a coin.
Yeah, just to be able to say that he did, right? You have the ability to cure cancer through touch, but you will die of cancer. I do agree with the comment. Like, wouldn't you just be able to touch yourself?
No. Like, that negates the prompt, so I'm gonna go with no.
No, I'm good.
But, cure cancer through touch, you will die of cancer.
The thing that
You will
concerns
die
me
when?
here, yeah, that's the concerning thing, right?
Because
if it's
statistically,
like,
you're gonna die of, like, stroke, heart attack, or cancer. Like, statistically, those are your 3 most likely ways to die.
yeah, that's the thing
other
for me,
than car
right?
accident.
If I had a assurance that I would die at like 80 of cancer,
I would go
then
as,
I'd be like, yeah,
I would go as young as, like, 65.
yeah. But that's the thing.
Or even 60.
Since there's no guarantee, it could be like, you have the ability to cure cancer. You'll die of cancer next year. Or like,
Yeah.
No,
I'm gonna go with no because I have no idea when that's gonna be.
yeah, no. I'm not taking that risk. I watched my dad's battle with cancer. Like, I'm good.
Yeah, no.
Which is, yeah, no. You can have unrelenting reserves of gum, but you would be a redhead.
I don't love gum enough.
I've dyed my hair red multiple
Yes,
times.
but this implies that you would be unable to dye your hair because otherwise it would defeat the prompt. So for you, it's not the fact that you'd become a redhead, it would be that
It would be the fact that I can't dye my hair ridiculous colors anymore.
You already dye your hair to ridiculous colors, you would no longer be able to do that ever again.
Yeah, no.
Like,
you know what? Fair.
You dye your hair and every time you rinse it off, it would just be bright red again.
You know what? Fair. No.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now I can just cut that out. You can speak, listen, and write in any language, but you lose 4 random fingers of your hands. How would I write then?
4 random fingers?
Yeah, that implies that you could theoretically just, like, lose, like, 4 fingers on one hand.
Or you could lose, like, your 2 thumbs.
Yeah,
And
no.
2 other fingers, which would make your hands entirely useless.
Yeah, no. I think I'm good. This, theoretically, you could do. You just have to put, like, actual hard effort into learning.
It's also, like, there's really no use for you to speak every single language on the place of the planet.
I mean, if there's some dead languages.
It's not every language. It's any language.
Any
So
language.
it's one language.
Yeah, no. You know what?
No.
Extra no. Extra
Yeah.
no. You can become invisible, but only when people are not looking at you.
I mean,
I don't see a downside to this.
I would press the button just because cool.
Because it's funny.
I would test it out with cameras and stuff
Yeah.
to see if it works.
Yeah.
Not that I would use it for anything, but yeah.
I do kind of like this, where they're like, you become invisible when no one's looking at you. And since you're invisible, no one can technically look at you.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's what the prompt means.
No.
You'll become the most rich and famous person in the world, but you'll die of a drug overdose in 20 years. I don't want to be the most rich and famous person in the world.
Okay, so you become Kurt Cobain.
Basically, like at his prime.
Or like Chester from Linkin Park at his prime.
I think, who's the current most rich and famous? Elon? I don't want to be Elon Musk.
Well, I hate Elon, but everyone does.
So I'm good. I think I'm good.
Fuck.
Also, in
all
20
that.
years, we would both be in our 40s, and that feels too young to die, thanks.
Yeah.
It's too young to willingly die.
Yeah, no. Also, you'd have to, like, live your entire life in secret. You basically have to be corpse, right? You couldn't leave your fucking house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You earn $10,000 every year without having to work, but every time you get a mobile game ad for a game you don't have, you have to download and play it for at least 1 hour.
I will not.
I wouldn't care.
No. Also, $10,000 every year is not that much.
Here's the thing, converted to South African.
Still.
I mean, fair. You could probably just, for all the time that you would be doing this, like, shit, you could probably make that much.
I was making around that much, like, a couple of years ago. That's per year.
Oh, fair, yeah.
So converted
I think
into
if
a
this was-
monthly salary.
I want to say, I think if this was every month instead of every year, I would actually press the button, but...
Well, that's $120,000. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Then I would
Then
do
it's
it.
very different.
Then it's very different because you never have to work again.
Yeah, exactly. You can define a new word with whatever meaning you want. Whenever people say it, they mispronounce it, and you can't convince them to say it correctly. You can just do this now. If you can get enough people to also use a word on the internet nowadays. Like, this is how slang happens. One fucker starts a word, and then everyone keeps going with it.
What I would do
Yes.
is I would pick the N-word, thereby never making it possible for anyone ever to say it again.
Yes, but you have to... Well, yeah, then you'd also redefine it, I guess.
You would redefine it, but also they can't say it. They mispronounce it.
Yeah, but that I think
They would immediately start
they would
mispronouncing.
not be able to pronounce it right, like the with the hard R ever again.
Yes.
But also it just wouldn't be a slave word anymore, which
Yeah. I'm down. I would press the button.
I mean, sure.
It's also not really a downside.
No, it's just funny.
Yeah.
You have a rich friend who buys you everything you ask for, but she has a fetish and forces you to do cosplays and takes photos with them. I think I'm good.
There's a lot of dudes who I think would be very into this.
Oh, yeah.
No. Because that implies that I have to be naked in those.
In those photos.
And I don't want to do that.
No. You become king of your own town, but everyone will hate you.
I will not.
No.
I'm good.
I don't want a town. I'm good. $100 will magically appear on your wallet or pockets every day for the rest of your life, but you will never know how to drive. You'll always crash if you do.
I'm down.
I mean...
Uber, dude.
Yeah.
You can just Uber anywhere. It's not going to cost you $100 a day.
Yeah. Or you can just walk. If you're, like, living in a small enough city, right?
You can use a bicycle, like... Motorcycle riding doesn't count as driving.
in the case of, like, us, right? I can't drive. Like,
No,
you
I
drive
can.
me around.
Yeah.
So, like...
Also live, like, in a place like New York or Tokyo, and then you never have to. Most people, even, like, YouTubers that live in those areas don't own a car.
Yeah.
Like, live in any country that you don't need a car for.
Yeah.
So...
Very simple, man. You have an incredible high pain tolerance, and if you ever get hurt or wounded, you will fully recover within a minute to an hour depending on the severity of the injury, but it does not work if you die. Also, you're guaranteed to find yourself in more physical danger situations than the average person.
I'm good.
Good as in yes or good as in no?
I will not.
Nah.
Also, a higher pain tolerance is not a good thing.
No. Well, I don't care about this part of it. I care more about this, like, fully recover within a minute or an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, how long would a snapped leg take, you think? I think it would take a lot shorter than, like, 8 to 10 weeks.
Well, yeah. So, I guess you would? I don't know.
I don't know. With my, like, this would fuck me over. So I agree with it. I would just manage to find the stupidest way to die. You will have internet connection everywhere on every device for free, but it's really, really slow.
I mean, it's... You can choose whether or not to use it, so I'm gonna go with yeah.
I mean...
So, you can always get text messages.
Here's the thing. I think this implies that the only internet that you get to use is really, really slow.
Okay. Then no.
No. I'd rather pay.
If yes, you can use multiple internet connections, then that's fine.
Yeah. But I think that's why this is the caveat.
Yeah.
You will never have to do math again, but every time you see a calculator, you have to write a 3-page essay.
No.
I'm okay.
I use math on purpose sometimes.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You can sleep with anyone you choose, but every other person has to be someone you don't want to sleep. What? I'm confused.
Every other person on the face of the planet? Or every other person you ever, like, sleep with throughout your life?
I don't I don't know.
I don't fucking know.
Answer's no, regardless.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
9/11 will never have happened, and those 3,000 people will live, but 6,000 random people around the world will immediately die.
No.
No, that's a some negative.
Well, you'd get rid of TSA, but still.
I don't think getting rid of TSA is enough for 3,000, like...
Another 3,000 people.
Yeah, like, these 3,000 live, but now, like, an extra 3,000 would... No, it's fine.
Well, my problem is I would know that it's all my fault.
Yeah.
And that's not
So that would be 6,001 at the end of the day.
I'd just end up killing myself.
Yeah. You can alter reality with your thoughts, but you cannot kill, and anyone impacted by changes you make becomes aware of your ability.
Yes, that's a net positive.
Yeah. I just wouldn't negatively impact people.
I wonder if that counts for thoughts you cannot necessarily control.
Oh, that would be awful. Wait. Here's the thing. ADHD brain. I think of so many random shit.
Yeah, also just like internalized rage. Like you think of, you have thoughts of like, I wish this person died or whatever the fuck, and you
Well, I
don't
think
mean
that's why
it.
you can't kill them.
Yeah, but like, you wish that they were in a horrible accident or whatever the fuck, right? And
Yeah.
that only happens when people get really, really, really mad, but now you have to make sure that you never, ever get really mad ever again. So
Yeah,
no,
no.
I will
I'm
not.
good. I'm good.
Okay.
Good. I've had like impulsive thoughts of like throwing animals. I don't want to actually throw the
Yeah, no.
animal. You have the power to teleport anywhere at any time, past or future. You are doomed to be a homeless person and can't change your fate.
I will not, because
I'm
I
good.
don't want the ability to go into the past, and I do not want to have the ability to go into the future.
Bigger thing for me is I like things, and I like having a place to put things.
Yeah, no. That's weird. Okay.
Yeah, 50-50.
The thing for me is, have you ever played, like, your friend plays a video game, right?
Yes.
And they're very experienced in this video game. And then you enjoy playing the video game with them, but they have like a lot of cool shit, and they show you all the cool shit and whatever.
Yeah.
And then you start playing the game by yourself, and you start to realize that it's nowhere near as fun as it would have been, because you already know how like the game ends and what the
Yes.
content is and all that. Imagine that, but with real life.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean that I think that's why in like Avatar, right? Like Uncle Iroh says that there's only really one great mystery left, and he'd rather keep it that way.
Exactly. So.
Yeah. You become the most powerful wizard, but every day you are forced to cut your tongue and toes with paper. I'm okay, I think.
I do it.
Why?
You become a powerful wizard, so one, you can turn that into a career, being like an actual magician that does real magic.
Okay.
So you can turn that into a career. You can genuinely help people, because like I would imagine that if you are a wizard, you have, I'm going on like D&D wizard, right? You have the ability to cure wounds and all that kind of thing. So you can heal people. So stuff like Revivify, for example, where this
Yeah.
person is like a newly deceased corpse.
Yeah.
You can bring them back to life and shit, go work in an ER or whatever the fuck. And the payment that you have to do is you have to do like one deep and painful paper cut on your tongue and on each one of your toes, is the way that I'm interpreting that. I do it.
Well, I guess if you're the most powerful wizard, you could also just like remove the pain from it, right?
That defeats the purpose of the prompt, so I don't agree with you.
Yeah. Regardless.
I don't think that when you're playing this game, going out of your way to think about how you would make the negative side irrelevant is the way that the game is intended to be played.
I mean,
that-
I think you can do it that way, but I do agree
I think
with
it's
you.
an interesting discussion, but I don't think it's the point.
Yeah. You never have an autocorrect mishap, but the only website you could ever go on is
No.
4chan. Hell no.
No.
I'm good. Also, I feel like the majority of like the laughter that happens in our like text groups is me trying to spell something and then just going, this thing, fuck, this thing, fuck.
I think I'm like the only person that I know that actually rereads my text before I hit the fucking send button, so.
Yeah, that's the thing. I just read it too fast. I like skim over it and then I'm like, that seems right. And as I press send,
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
A lot of filler words and stuff you miss, yeah.
Yeah. You can buy any movie or video game 1 month before release, but you are forced to read one major spoiler for every movie or game you buy.
No. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm okay. What if it sucks?
Well, the other thing is you can buy it, so you don't get it for free.
Yeah, no. I also like looking at like general consensus before I put money into a game.
Oh yeah, I read reviews and stuff before I buy anything.
Yeah. All Pokemon will become real, but you can only catch one, and if you don't raise him properly, he'll become a violent killing machine.
No and no.
You don't want Pokemons? I would do this and get Mew.
You forget that in the Pokemon universe, Pokemon become violent, or become problematic, or, destroy shit, destroy entire towns, haunt people, put children in danger, all kinds of shit like that. All Pokemon become rare, aka, the animals we have now that terrorize humans become more dangerous and become more likely to terrorize humans, and every variety of like animal that we have now that people don't bring into their homes, they now do and have the ability to do that. So no.
But what if the one Pokemon I catch is God?
So Arceus?
Yeah, and I have him just, nullify the others.
Does Arceus canonically have the ability to do that?
Arceus created the world, so.
That doesn't tell me shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. I'm good. I will not. It makes sense that most people
But
said
Eevee,
yes.
though.
I'm gonna eat it. I like
I'm
that.
gonna yeah. All food will taste so good you get an orgasm, but all food will taste so good you get an orgasm.
So you not every time you eat food. I will not.
Nah, I'm okay. I like eating food with friends. I don't.
Yeah.
This would be interesting at the school cafeteria.
The other thing as well is that like most people on the face of the planet, statistically speaking, are overweight or obese.
Yeah, this is not gonna help, Case.
So unless you're someone who literally has no drive to eat food like I do, then no.
Yeah,
You're just gonna get like super duper fat and die.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I know.
You can speak to cats, but you cannot pet them. I already agree with this person. I already speak to cats. Says nothing about them being able to reply. I like petting our cats.
I'd be down for it.
No.
I'd be down for it.
Yeah.
You can click, I will not, but I would be down for it.
I don't want to hear what Fig thinks of us, man.
Yeah, no.
But like both your soul cat and mine are sassy bitches.
Yes.
Like Figaro is like the ballerina prissy girl who's going to like make your entire family line regret their decisions.
Yes.
And Smosh is like a little like street
Rat.
Yeah, I guess that'd be the right word. Who will eat your soul and your leg. Also, you can not convince me that Cleo's thoughts are not just like, where's the snack? Is it a snack? Is it a snack? I want a snack. Can I have a snack? Please give a snack.
Just chicken over and over again.
It just gets louder and louder the longer it goes. Like chicken, 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 chicken.
Yeah. I also think it might be annoying.
Yeah, but that's like
Because cats are nocturnal.
Yeah, no, they would just be screaming in the hallways.
Yep.
But like it's the argument that a lot of people have for like, oh yeah, I want to understand all animals. The birds outside just yelling like, I want to fuck.
Yeah, no.
No, I'm good. I'm great. Thanks. You become the dictator of Earth and expand to the universe immediately. No, you must eat cereal once a month, the same power, and cereal becomes available to everyone. But you must go incognito to receive cereal.
No.
What is this prompt?
I don't know, but no, I don't want to rule the universe. I'm good.
I don't understand. Me neither, repeater. Me neither.
I don't know why most people said yes, but sure.
I don't know.
Am I like you and I are like the only people on this site that doesn't have like a weird god complex?
I'm sure there are more people. I
Yeah.
just think they're just not on the site. The Earth's problems will all disappear, but any and all other sentient races in the universe will suffer greatly because of this.
We don't even know if other races are real in the universe, so I'd press the button.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm sure that if the aliens ever come, they're gonna use this as like reason for murdering us, but
it's
sure.
also Earth, all of Earth's problems disappear.
Yeah.
Which would probably include the fact that there would be like an alien
race that hates us,
that
yeah.
comes to attack us. Also, it's every single species.
And all sentient races.
No, it's every species on Earth. So, like, stray cats
Yeah,
dying
it's like
of hunger.
everything, yeah.
All problems.
Yeah.
Like, children in Africa dying of starvations, cats being, like, murdered by people who don't like them. Like, everything.
Yeah, cruelty
So-
would basically disappear.
Exactly. Which
Yeah.
is, like, the one thing that I want in this world other than you. So, yeah.
Yeah. You'll be able to read minds, but you can't turn it off. You'll hear the thoughts of every person you
Fuck
see.
all of
Hell
that.
no.
I can't turn off my own thoughts. I don't want other people's. I'm good.
I'm good. That's insane to
You
me.
people are crazy.
You get a time machine, but you can only travel forward, never back.
I will not.
No, I'm good. I do agree
So
with this
it's just-
person. We already have that. It's called life.
Well, yeah.
Just a slow time machine.
Just sleep and you can skip it.
Yeah, but this also implies you can't go back to your current time, so no. I'm good. Everyone you know and care about dies, but science brings world peace and happiness forever.
Just close the Vietnamese window up there.
Luckily, it's out. No one would have known it was out of the...
Everyone you know and care about dies. Science brings world peace and happiness. No, I will not. Because once again, well, if it was I die and, like, all of the problems get fixed around the world, I would take it. But it's everyone that I care about. It's not about the fact that I care about them and therefore I don't want them to die. That's not their responsibility to bear.
Yeah, that's the
I
other
don't
thing.
get to make that choice for them, so I will not.
That's the other thing. Humans, right, are intrinsically, like, dissatisfied.
Yeah.
So, like, this, as much as it says brings world peace and happiness forever, the only way I can feasibly see this being a thing is if progress halts.
I don't necessarily
no one ever
think
wants
that's
to-
true. But because like I'm taking this prompt in the best way possible, I'm gonna go with I will not.
Yeah, no. I'm
Even
good.
in my universe where like everything continues as normal but people just don't hate each other anymore,
Yeah.
like I would still not take it.
Your feet will never feel any sort of pain again, but you will never be able to put on shoes and socks again. You will be barefoot forever. I am so down for this. I hate shoes.
I will not. What about funerals?
Nah, that's me, I guess.
What about your own mother's funeral? Or my funeral one day? You really want to like show up being
Here's
the
the
only
thing.
person not...
Floor-length gown.
Huh? I mean, sure. if that's what you want, sure.
No, I'd rather. I'm gonna say I will not, because like I'm sure there's like some scenario that I'm
Yeah.
not considering
Yep.
that this would be
It would never
awful.
feel any sort of pain, but like if you're walking over like broken glass, you'd still get cut and bleed everywhere.
Yeah, I would almost argue that that's worse.
Yep.
Yeah. You gain the power to shapeshift into anything you want, whenever you want, but every time you shift, a pile of dog poop hits you in the face.
No, I'm good.
Shapeshift into a fan.
Yes. No, I'm good.
I'm okay. I'm
Why are people saying yes?
because this is a fucking great power. If this wasn't the drawback, I would be super down for this.
Okay. You do have the like infinite ability to negate fall damage.
Just become like a bird or something.
No, just
Squirrel.
turn into an ant.
Well, squirrel.
Anything small enough.
Yeah. You gain the ability to save and load, just like in the video game, but every time you use your ability, people forget you a little bit more.
I will not because that's terrible.
Yeah, no, that's awful.
You can save scum in real life, and anyone who has saved scum in a video game knows that, well, it helps you.
It feels cheap.
It feels cheap, and it makes the game feel like shit because nothing you do has any value anymore.
Yeah.
I will not.
Next. You can turn invisible whenever you want, but it cancels out when you get aroused.
I will not. Well, turn invisible whenever I want. I will.
Yeah, like... just-
Unless you're being like a weird stalker.
yeah. Unless you're like trying to watch your crush in the shower or some shit.
It's you, so I'm fine. Yeah.
You get the Omnitrix from Ben 10, but the villains from Ben 10 also exist now and are actively hunting you.
No.
You know, you asked Brandon this question.
Probably,
Brandon would be
yes.
like spamming the button.
Well, he probably just turned into one single like.
What's
like,
it? Ghost Freak?
Ghost Freak.
He has a tattoo of Ghost Freak. It's really cool.
Yeah. No.
I'm good. I'm Gucci. You can have the superpower of your choice, but everyone tries to kill you.
No.
No, I'm good. I'm fine.
Unless you do the like invulnerability or like your true immortality, but everyone's still trying to kill you, which implies that people don't like you anymore.
Yeah,
and
like
that's still,
everybody. So
Yeah.
like that implies your friends, your family,
your partner is
partner.
like actively going to be able to like
actively trying to kill you. Yeah.
actively going to like be stabbing you in the throat while you're in bed with them or whatever the fuck. I'm good.
No, will not. That's
No,
wild.
That's That's why I say.
I don't think other people are considering like the everybody. I think they think of it as general populace. I don't think that they're considering like your friends and family.
I also think that people on this site have like a weird god complex thing going on.
Yeah.
Or not everyone on the site, but like a significant margin of them seems that way.
You have the ability to teleport wherever you desire, whenever you desire, but every time you teleport, you and everyone you care for has their lifespan shortened by 1 week. No.
I take it. You don't have to use it.
I mean...
No one's forcing you to teleport.
I mean, fair, I guess.
Yeah. Like, the thing for me is like, oh shit, car accident. Like, teleport out of your vehicle.
Well, yeah, you're quite literally the same as the comment.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see that the commenters are mostly, like, on our side.
I think it's the people who, like, consider it the most. Cure all diseases, you die.
But you die.
Yes.
You would 100%.
I would 100% do that. I feel awful because I'm leaving you, but, like, that's it.
Yeah. Well, that's also the other thing, right? You're like, potentially protecting, like, me and, like, your mom, for example, like, has a fucked kidney. Like...
Well, yeah, I'm also, like, a victim of, like, poliomyelitis, right?
Yeah.
Like, I cure, or not cure, well, cure all diseases.
Yeah, you would remove all instances of polio, corona, fucking cancer as a disease, is it not?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yep. The only way that people can die now is of, like, old age.
Well, accidents. Murder.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But, like, medically speaking.
Well, strokes and stuff. Strokes aren't diseases.
They're usually as a result of some kind of
underlying
disease.
Yeah. You have the power to spawn any food you want that everyone can eat, but food disappears when touched by you.
So...
Would you not just starve to death then? Unless, like...
you can... It's only, like, the food that you spawn that you can eat.
Well, just as food.
I'm
I'm
interpreting this very badly phrased question as, like...
You can't touch the food that you spawn.
Yeah.
The question is, would other people be able to feed it to you?
Sure.
I mean...
I'd go for it.
Yeah. That's just curing, like, hunger.
Yeah.
Next. Eat whatever you want without receiving any negative health benefits, but you lose your ability to speak verbally. No.
No, I kind of already do that now.
Yeah, you just have to, like, exercise and stuff.
Well, you have to exercise and just don't eat too much of it.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Also, like, if people really start paying attention, like, the food that you're eating is only really fun until you're about halfway through.
Yeah, you just want the taste.
You want the taste. Like, eventually, like, even if it's your favorite food, it does start to get, like, kind of a little bit boring. You feel kind of like nothing when you're halfway through eating whatever your favorite food is.
Yeah.
Generally. Maybe other people feel different, but that's how I feel.
Agreed. Next. You can meet any dead person you want, but you will age 2 times as fast.
No.
Nah.
Cool.
Every time you speak someone's full name, they'll be required to perform a favor for you, but you can only request a favor once from each person, and they'll be an enemy for the rest of your life.
No.
No. Because this implies that, like, if you ask someone, like, hey, fucking... Which JJ are you talking about, for example? Since we know 2, like, you have to actually, like, differentiate. If you use their full name, now you lose a friend.
Yeah.
So, no. I'm good.
Nope.
Do this favor for me and then kill yourself. No, I'm good. You have the world's most beautiful singing voice, but you cannot speak normally without your voice cracking constantly.
No, I'm fine.
World hunger has ended, but the child obesity rate becomes 100%, causing 10% of children to not make it to the age of 14. No. That's just cruel. You're just punishing children for nothing.
Yup.
You cannot die until you find your one true love and then marry them, but you're extremely hideous and overweight.
I don't believe in, like, one true loves and soulmates, so no.
No, we fairly strongly believe in working on a relationship to make it work.
Yeah, so no, I'm good.
Also, you love, like, gym and stuff. This shit would, like, bother you a lot.
I don't mind being overweight.
No, but I
that's
mean,
not a
like,
problem.
I mean the lack of progress. Like, working out and not seeing any progress because, like,
Yeah.
you're forced to always be overweight.
Well, most bodybuilders are overweight by like normal people standards, but the hideous is the thing that's kind of getting me. Hideous in the sense of not my face, but like my body being like hideous and disfigured. I'm good.
Yeah. Win the Hunger Games, but you have to kill your brother or sister.
No one wants to win the Hunger Games, and
Survivor's guilt.
I'm not going to kill people.
Yeah, no. I don't think it has to be your brother or sister. You don't.
No, I'm not going to kill people.
No.
And also, if I win the Hunger Games, that implies that I would have to have killed somebody at some point.
Yeah, no.
Because let's say it's like you and the other person left. What are they gonna do? Do they like slip and fall and break their neck or
Well,
something?
there have been Hunger Games where like the winner was decided by like not someone killing the other person, but like hazards within the arena.
Still no.
Yeah, no.
Survivor's guilt and shit. Also, that implies that like the capital from Hunger Games is real.
Yeah, it implies that you're living in that world. No, I'm good.
Fuck all of that.
You gain the ability to transform into any animal you want and having control over your actions. But once in a week, you'll be forced to transform into a random animal without being able to control yourself. There's no fixed way of the week for that to happen.
No.
I'm okay.
Basically a werewolf, but instead of like once a month,
It's once a week. And you also can do whatever you like, you transform randomly the rest of the time. What if, coming back to the funeral things, what if I transform into a squirrel in the middle of a funeral?
What if you're in bed with your partner and you can transform into like a spider?
I'm sorry if you transform into a spider while we're just
My
like
point.
cuddling. You're doomed.
My point. You're gonna smack the shit out of me and I'm gonna die.
Yeah. You'll be warm for the rest of your life, but you will be on fire for the rest of your life.
No.
I'm not gonna lie, that's hilarious.
No. Also, warm does not mean a lack of cold. That means you're probably like
You are
uncomfortable.
burning.
You are uncomfortable. I'm good.
Yeah. When you die, be it of injury, disease, or old age, you respawn in the last place you were asleep in. This applies to everyone else currently alive. You respawn as a 10-year-old and have to go to school from middle school to college. No, you can't drop out or flunk out. If you flunk a class, you have to take it over as many times as it takes. I'm okay.
The first one's a problem.
I would like
You
to
respawn
die.
in the last place you were like asleep in, which applies to like if you have a horrible disease.
Yeah.
And you die in
Oh yeah,
like,
if you die in
your sleep.
hospice care or something.
You die in your sleep in hospice care. You go back and you keep dying in hospice care.
No, that's awful.
No.
You get to go back in time to kill Hitler. Vaccines. There are none.
I will not,
No.
because more people will have died.
Yes.
So no.
No.
Also, you prevent World War II, and like, as horrible as everything there is, I don't think people are considering how different Earth would be now
Yeah.
had that shit never happened, because shit like the radio and stuff is a direct result of that, and also things like DARPANET,
DARPANET?
the internet before. Like,
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. That was because of the U.S. military, and the U.S. military wouldn't be nearly as powerful had it not been for the fact of like World War II.
Also, it's just like as the comment also says, like chances are there would just have been another dictator, and we don't know how bad that dictator would have been. So like,
It wouldn't necessarily have to be Germany; it could be any country.
yeah, I
As soon as there was a power vacuum, someone would come along to fill it.
Here's the thing, regardless of this, think of as you said, think of how many fucking people would die without vaccines,
Not just
right?
die, right? Like poliomyelitis that I have, like mine happens to be because of the living version of the polio vaccine, but no one would ever have cured polio, so you would have like a significant number of the population that died because of polio. You would have a significant number of people who were paralyzed because of polio, and you would have a significant number of people that didn't die or weren't paralyzed, but they have like limited functionality of their limbs now because of polio, and that's only polio.
Yeah.
That's disregarding all other diseases. For
Yeah,
example, like smallpox and measles.
I unfortunately think that just without vaccines, there would be so much more death and suffering just in general.
Exactly.
So I would rather not, yeah.
Yeah. We can end the video here.
You don't want to do one last one?
Sure.
You'll become the world's first trillionaire, but you will develop some sort of cancer at some point in the next 5 years.
Some sort of cancer?
That implies that it could be really bad or really
So-
good. So you're flipping the coin. It will be some cancer in the next 5 years. You just don't know what.
So I know a little bit about cancer and cancer treatment and stuff, but not a lot. I'm pretty sure there is some forms of cancer that have a 100% fatality rate.
Yes, brain cancer is one of them.
No.
Yeah, no.
Because,
You
like-
are flipping a coin.
It's basically like a D&D D100 rolling table.
Yes.
Right? Where, like, you could have something like,
You could get-
melanoma, for example.
Yeah,
right?
you could
Skin
get
cancer.
really lucky like my dad, right? Where like he had like
Colon
cancer and he did have stage 4, but because it was colon cancer, it was all like kind of restricted
Yeah.
to a certain section. They could very cleanly cut it out. It didn't have like really
Yeah.
anywhere to spread to.
Exactly.
However, you could also have like stage 4 leukemia.
Yeah. The other thing as well, like if you have something like melanoma, right? Like
Yeah.
the reason that melanoma is not as threatening, generally speaking, is because it's something that you can see. But something like brain cancer, you can't tell. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with no.
Yeah, no, this sounds like the fucking worst.
Yes.
And I think people that are like, oh, I can just pay for the best medical treatment,
What if you get brain cancer?
some of those medical treatments just can't fucking save you, man.
Yeah.
Like, I've known too many, like, my family had a friend when I was a kid where I don't remember what cancer she had, but, like, there were multiple, like, GoFundMe-esque things back in the, like, back
Yeah.
then we didn't really have GoFundMe.
Yeah.
But people, like, sent money for her treatment and she just still died. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Depressing one to end
Yeah,
on.
on that chipper note.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Thank you for joining me again.
No problem.
But yeah, hope you guys have a great day, week, month, life, and all of those things. If there's any of these that you don't agree with us on, feel free to fight us in the comments.
Bye.
Yeah. Goodbye, everyone.